Alright, BobalosRex here, and today is another special video. It is a lore rant on a new expansion idea. Now this is number 3. Alright, we'll talk about number 2 and number 1 coming up at the end. But let's focus on this expansion. And this expansion, it may go by a couple of names, but let's call it World of Warcraft, World of Peacecraft. I've called something like this before, but let's call it that for now. And it's going to be the world revamp we've all been asking for. The 4th war has ended. We've helped the Dragonflights. Was there some drama on the Dragon Isles? Yeah, maybe that's still roaming around. But let's imagine we solve it all, and we're back in Azeroth, and it's revamped, and we get the update that we all wanted. So let's talk about this world revamp and what I see going forward. So first off, what zones am I talking about? I'm talking about Kalimdor, I'm talking about Eastern Kingdoms, and I'm talking about Northrend. Let's include Northrend, maybe even Pandaria, because I do want to put something back on Pandaria. But let's talk about this. So how would it work? It would essentially work, you want to go back to the old zones, you go to Chromie, you go to Cataclysm, boom, it's all the old zones. Boom. But one thing I want in this new world revamp is new starter areas. And I mean new starter areas for everyone. So let me move over here because of the map. Alright, because we want to take a good look at this map. Actually, maybe I can be over here since we're taking a look at the big map. So what am I talking about? New starter zones. So orcs, let's get an updated starter zone. I've done the orc questline. There's some stuff going on in Durotar. It may be changing soon. You know what? Maybe we get another little time jump. Boom. Durotar's getting green again. What? Do the orc heritage questline. You'll see why. Echo Isles. This whole area needs to be expanded. Alright? This whole area needs to be expanded. But you know what? I'm talking about these starter areas. You know what? Let's get a new Mulgar one. You know, revamp means everywhere. Alright? Night Elves get a new starting area. And Teldrassil isn't going to work, so it's going to be in the new tree. New starting area in Amir Drasil. Boom. And wherever it's planted on Kalimdor. You know, there's a couple of suggestions. There's a couple of spots, but you can go crazy with it. Maybe it's off the coast here. Maybe it's off the coast here. Who knows? Alright? We'll decide that later. But new starting area, and I mean new. So Goblins, Khazan is back. Khazan is reclaimed. We get Khazan 2. We don't need to go to the Lost Isles because we got all of Khazan. Who cares about the Lost Isles? Maybe allow you to dragonfly from Khazan to the Lost Isles. And also, why can't we head to Khazan? In this revamp, we able to head to Khazan. Alright? And I didn't forget, Gilneas reclaimed. Alright? We've already seen this starting to get seeded. Gilneas reclaimed. Alright? And one thing I want to say about all these continents, they're going to be dragon rideable. So you're just going to be able... This is Eastern Kingdoms now. The Blood Elf starting area is connected. This is connected. Maybe we have the Ashes not be connected, but it's there. But this, all connected. All one zone. Revamp the whole thing and allow seamless travel. Now, I'm talking about revamp. There's a couple more areas I need to talk about. Gnomes, Gnomergon, reclaimed. Alright? Maybe, dude. I just thought this. Imagine if there was a tram going from Gnomergon to Mechagon created. The Gnomes got one in Ironforge going to Stormwind. Gnomergon to Mechagon. What a tram, dude. Oh my god. I just thought of that. Oh, that would be so sick. Lordaeron rebuilt. Can we have an Undercity? Yeah. But let's have an Overcity too. Undead deserve it. Forsaken deserve it. And you know what? That's a lot of starting zones. but I want to add more. And here's the thing, the UI is already set up. You can pick Exile's Reach, OG Starting Zone, or the new one. So we have them all. Maybe not have them start in Death Nail. Maybe they start in Death Nail. Maybe they start over here. You know, we got options to expand this, make it new, make it fresh. Alright, let's kata based. Alright. But we're adding all these new starting zones. I'm going to add some new races. Broken Draenei and Ogres. Alright. So, where would I put the Broken Draenei? You can have them over here near the Draenei. Alright. Or, yo, Swamp of Sorrows literally has this whole big Broken Draenei questline here, Harborage. Why don't we have this be their starting zone? Swamp of Sorrows isn't used for much. Give it a starting zone. For Ogres, I got another swamp. Guess what? Dustwallow Marsh. New Ogre starting zone. You know, the Brackenwall Ogres. They're already a part of the Horde. Boom. New Ogre starting zone. Alright? And you may think, man, that's all you got? Just those? Well, guess what? I have here more customizations. I don't know why I said it like that. For all existing races. Far more than Draenor. I'm talking about Troll Beards, Orc Eyebrows, Upright Undead, Red Orcs, Fell Totem. Let's give us undead different customization, like different races, so you can be an undead elf. You know, so you don't have to be just locked into a Death Knight, alright? You just get the undead racials. You know? Skinny humans, give us body types. I'm talking body types. Maybe we finally get the pronoun option. I know some people may leave. And good riddance, if that makes them that mad. Good freaking riddance. But yeah, maybe we get that. I'm talking about the full, everyone happy. More customizations than you can ever want. You know, name a customization in the comments. Boom, add it. Worgen Tails. I got in a fight over someone who wanted Worgen Tails, but I'll even give him Worgen Tails. Alright? It's over my evoker thing. But who cares? Worgen Tails, everything. Alright? I said Fell Totem. That would be big. Alright? Now, I haven't mentioned a new zone because in this one, I'm not adding new zones. Because this is a full Azeroth thing. I want them to take their time. They don't need to add new zones. We got tons of zones. Alright? And because of that, you can level anywhere to 80. New calendar questing, world quests, and events. New Eastern Kingdom questing, world quests, and events. We may get into some events later because I may go zone by zone for this because there's a lot of good stuff I've been coming up with looking at these. But first things first, what else is coming back? Archaeology. But you know what's even better than that? Class halls. Some people will say, oh, I didn't like the class halls that much, or some class halls were kind of meh. Well, they're all getting expanded and they're getting moved forward in time, per se. Let's start with Warriors. Are Warriors going to be hanging out with Odin? No. Why would Warriors want to hang out with him again? The Warrior class hall needs to be about warriors. Not some big dude with a bunch of ghost warriors. We're talking warriors. And you want to know where warriors go? You want to know where warriors go? Why can't I click on it? Frey Island. That's where warriors go. Imagine a big old coliseum on Frey Island built up over the years. That is the true warrior order hall. Alright? And some of the, like I said, some of the order halls won't move. Some will. You know what one should move? Rogue order hall. Where is it going? We all know where it should go. Every rogue knows where the rogue order hall should have been. Ravenhold. Literally, the class Discord is called Ravenhold. You know, Dollar and Sewers, cool, fun, thematic. I liked it at the time. But we're talking about the forever class hall, Ravenhold. Rebuild it. Better. And guess what? Mages will stay in Dalaran, but guess what? We're going to keep Dalaran. We're going to keep the Mages and Rogues Order Hall close. Because Dalaran's coming home. Dalaran's coming home, by the way. Boom. Maybe not put it in the hole. Maybe put a city around the hole. But I also want floating Dalaran because that's cool as hell. Alright? And speaking of floating cities, Acaris is back. And if y'all don't know where Acaris was currently parked, it was in Northrend, baby. I do like the idea of order halls kind of being spread around. So you got the Death Knight order hall. You got the Hunter order hall. Where would we park the Fellhammer? I mean, it is technically parked over Mardoon, which I would like to re-access as Demon Hunters, because our order took over the whole planet now. It's the Demon Hunter planet. Where would the portal be? I don't know. Maybe you have portals in the capital cities. You know, you already have the Cleft of Shadows. I do want the capital cities revamped. That is on here, along with player housing. Alright. But you can put the Demon Hunter and Warlock one, because both Demon Hunters and Warlocks have claimed planets. Put it in the Cleft of Shadows. Maybe we'll have playable Orc Demon Hunters, as they should be. You know, for Alliance, put the portal. You know, Warlocks should know the inn I'm talking about. There's an inn over here. Maybe the Demon Hunters and the Warlocks are like, hey, we'll be cool. We'll put our demonic portals in the same building. Maybe have the two different buildings, alright? But we know where to put the building for the Warlock Order Hall. Alright, we'll put those in the capitals, in little hidden spots. I kind of like that. Now, Evokers will need a class hall. Where should their class hall be? Well, none other than the Forbidden Reach itself. Alright, we have some crutches that can be reused. Alright? We've won here. You know, you don't even got to revamp, you just got to phase. Phase an Evoker Order Hall up in here somewhere. Somewhere that ain't used. Alright? Maybe over here. Alright, give us our own little crutch. The new crutch. Emberthal's crutch. Reborn. But yeah, Evoker Order Hall would be great. Alright, what else do we got? Yeah, I do want the Order Halls expanded with new races and themes. Like, take the Paladin one. We've had a lot more Paladin, and now with the Tears Guard, I want the Lights Hope Chapel Paladin Order Hall. I do like where it's placed, but maybe expand it and actually show the Tauren area. A Night Elf area now, when they get Paladins, you know? Expand it. Make it more representative of the whole Order, I think would be cool. Even though it has a base for the Order Hall, I want to show how the Order Halls have adapted. Shaman one is perfect. We'll be able to come back. I want other people to be able to head to the Maelstrom, even if not get into it. But maybe the Shaman Order Hall is expanded to the other little islands around. But yeah, so the Shaman's still back at the Maelstrom. You know, Hunters can stay over in High Mountain. High Mountain's a pretty cool zone for Hunters, in my opinion. I would love to see the Monk one parked outside of Pandaria. So if you're in the Monk Order Hall, you can Dragon Ride on over to Pandaria. Boom. You know, so you'd have the Monk one there, the Death Knight one there. Maybe put the Demon Portal on the Broken Isles. Maybe we can have Death Knights over here on the Broken Isles. Alright? Little Demon Portal on the Broken Shore. That's where the Demon Hunter one is. Warlock one, I like where I have it in the capital cities. A little Warlock area. But yeah, so I've already mentioned capitals revamping, housing, new Night Elf capital, Gilneas reclaimed, Nomorgon reclaimed, Lordaeron rebuilt, Kazan reclaimed. All those sound good to me. You know, housing, that you can put in all the different capitals. I would have capital linked housing, and I'd want the housing, the player housing, to expand with each patch, is the way I see this. As people call it, evergreen system. Alright, and then a lot of the new revamped questing would be more ambiguous or more central to how the zone is. Alright, so when you go to quest in the Badlands, it's not all about Deathwing. Even though he did do a number on Badlands, I don't want it to be all about Deathwing, you know? And maybe we see more cities pop up, like capitals for the allied races. I want to see a Black Rock Mountain questing experience that is Dark Iron centric. A Dark Iron starting zone. Give allied races starting areas. Maybe not. Maybe it's good they're at 10. But still, imagine like this, but we actually get to go in, have the old dungeon portals be available some way, but be able to see the new, how it is now. Minus Reg. Minus the Dark Horde. You know, maybe it's fully Dark Iron. Maybe this is where the Dark Iron insurgents are hiding as well. So, maybe there's Remnant Black Dragons. Though I doubt that. You know, maybe Neltharian's experiments are kind of like... Maybe there's a quest to go into Blackwing Descent. But it's like an outdoor zone. That would be cool. But yeah, let's talk about some more zones. So, you got level 70 to 80 in all the zones. You got world quests, you got events, you know, races, profession quests all throughout the old world. Have this be Eastweld, because the Plaguelands used to be called Eastweld. You know, maybe Western Plaguelands. It's looking pretty nice. Clean it up. Skullomance, still dark. Alright? I would love to be able to do questing inside the lower areas of Skullomance, because we see a lot more to Skullomance than what was. You know, this whole battle quest line here, done. You know, the Alliance give this area maybe to the Horde. Alright, maybe they cede some of this land to the Horde. Alright, not all of it, but some of it. Because the Forsaken are Lordaeron citizens. Maybe that's how we get Upright Undead. We incorporate them there. You know, Eastern Plagueland's still a little corrupted. I still want Stratholme to be messed up, but guess what? You can fly over Stratholme. You can fly over Stratholme. It'll be great. And you can go into the revamped Ghostlands and Eversong Woods. Maybe we finally get Amani Trolls to join the Horde because the Blood Elves here give them their land back! That'd be amazing. Dead Scar's still there, but a little bit more cleaned up. You know, the Blood Elves have already been doing a lot of stuff there to clean it up. We see it in the second heritage part. Alright? Maybe we get a whole peace agreement. It's been multiple years without fighting. Maybe the Blood Elves here cede. Maybe they cede a lot of this territory. Alright? Have this become like a little... Rather than the Farstrider staying there, because that's like a military base, we see that, and then this is like a little joint village. The Sanctum of the Sun can maybe stay, but we give them all that area back, we give them this area back, and we get along. Alright? That would be good. Because they join the Horde, and the Blood Elves are like, okay, we'll help you rebuild. Even better. Alright, I think that would be great. You know, maybe, okay, we'll keep going down this zone. Hinterlands, you know, we got more forest trolls here. Do they necessarily have to be evil to us? Maybe we can have some green dragon questing, or maybe it's just chill questing. Maybe it's just relaxed hinterlands. Alright? Maybe continue some of these stories. Maybe the oozes. Maybe Zul fanatics are over here, you know? We already got Wildhammer dwarves. Maybe expand this out. Maybe the Reventus are still getting picked on, and we gotta go beat these guys up again. That could be fine. Alright, I ain't a quest designer, though. Give us Alteraki humans. As like, that could be the skinny humans, you know? And we get some more questing here. And Dollorans here, are these going to compete? Maybe that's the drama. You know, you got all these freaking internment camps, so this would be prime territory for the Horde. Maybe maybe the Horde cede this to the Alliance and it's more of an Alliance zone. And Western Plaguelands is more of a horde zone. And Silver Pine can still be a joint zone, but it's less fighting based because we're currently at peace. Alright. Alright, we got Arathi. Not much you can do here. We already got new Arathi. Maybe we expand Stromgarde. Argarok is gone, canonically. But Hammerfall rebuilt, maybe. Maybe we give this area back to the Alliance, but we still have a little Horde City for questing and whatnot. Because there are still a few mobs that we can kill, something. Maybe there's good evidence here for human shamans, by the way. Alright, what else do we got? You know, wetlands. Maybe Menethil Harbor is finally not underwater. That would be great. That would be great for them. You know, even maybe combine the story of these two zones, because we got plenty of land to work with plenty of quests. Alright? I'm sure they can come up with stuff. Maybe there was residual Old God stuff here. You know, there's the dwarves here. There's the Dragon Maw Orcs. Dragon Maw Orcs are back in the Horde. Maybe it's all about rebuilding. Maybe a lot of the quests is... I can't remember the word, but it's a lot more agnostic, and it's just freeform in the zone. Alright? You got the Red Dragons here. Maybe there's some Grim Batol drama. You can always have the two groups going into Grim Batol. But yeah, we got Wildhammer Dwarves, you got Dragon Maw. Apparently you got some goblins up here too. Alright, so that'd be a prime zone. You know, I talk about Nomergon rebuilt, Nomergon, new starting area for the gnomes, all in Nomergon. Maybe it's a city quest line where you're helping out people in the city instead of just fighting trogs. That'd be interesting. You know, make this less Cataclysm-centric starting zone over here. Maybe you can fight the trolls again down here. Or maybe we get some friendly frost trolls and the Horde can recruit frost trolls, dude. That'd be good. Maybe not the ones there. Maybe we bring them back up. Canonically, in Alterac Valley, there are frost trolls. Oh my god, imagine if we had the Hillsbrad Alterac rebuilt to where you can actually see the battleground and how it would look. That would be cool. Because it would have to be like right here. Or something. Alright, what else do we got? What else do we got? Loch Modan. Rebuild the lock. Maybe rebuild the dam. Do the dwarves like this not being a dam? Do we want a dam back? Do we want the lake back? Dwarves need to handle that. Alright, we already talked about the Highlands. Badlands, there's a lot you can do here. We got Uldaman. You got Titan stuff. I've already talked about what we can do at Black Rock. Alright, Red Ridge. You know, null stuff. Alright. Maybe Westfall is finally in a better place. Westfall has been like permanently like fucked up. Maybe they need help. Maybe Duskwood is finally not that creepy. What did it used to be? Brightwood. Yeah, it used to be Brightwood. Alright, maybe still keep it creepy. But we figure out a new reason why. Maybe it's still Karazhan. Maybe include part... Maybe have actual quests in this zone other than, like, 2. You know? Maybe this be attached to the Duskwood questing. You know? And then the Broken Draenei can go from their starter area here, quest through here, and then come out here and do Duskwood. That'd be good. You know? What else do we got? Blasted Lands. I don't know what you could do here. Maybe rebuild Netherguard Keep. Some stuff here. You know, there's always Dark Portal stuff. Do you leave the Iron Horde remnants, or do you have new stuff coming through the portal? Maybe the portal's just dormant right now, and nothing is happening here. And you're kind of just dealing with residual demons, maybe roaming over here or whatnot. You know, there were Naga attacking here, so maybe make it Naga-centric. You know, I'm not a quest designer. I'm just vibing. Got a lot we can do with Stranglethorn. Maybe allow Zul Grub to be questable inside. You know. Maybe make it a full capital for the Gurubashi, and the Gurubashi are part of the Horde, so it's a little Horde city. Maybe not. You know, maybe Venture Co's back doing shenanigans. Nestingway return to Stranglethorn. He went through all his traveling. He's come back to retire in Stranglethorn, and he has you go hunting critters again. All right. Booty Bay can be expanded to be this whole area. I would love to see an updated, rebuilt Booty Bay. All right, more pirate drama. An event idea I have for the Gurubashi Arena, Rastakhan's Rumble. Rastakhan is dead, but we never forget. Alright? Now, let's think about what we can do over in Kalimdor real quick. So, Moonglade. Maybe Moonglade's where the tree goes. There's a lot you can do with Moonglade. It's just mainly a druid area. Do we have this become the new Druid Order Hall versus having them in Val Shara? Druids, you tell me. Rebuilt Darkshore, that'd be great. Winter Spring, maybe expand Everlook. There's still a lot you can do with Winter Spring. Do we get playable Furballs? Furball starting area, neutral race, maybe. Alright, Hyjal can be revamped. Get rid of this. Give us a full Hyjal zone. Alright? With wild gods and whatnot. Fellwood. More like wood. Alright, we should have cleansed a lot of this fell. Maybe you have some fail popping up, coming back. Maybe Satyr stuff. Maybe Return to Xavius, maybe not. Alright, Ashenvale, you can do a lot with. Get rid of the volcano. This would be more Night Elf-centric, too. The Horde kind of pulled back. You know, Ashara, the goblins kind of took over Ashara. Ashara is permanently hoarded up. Alright? Maybe expand Bilgewater Port and have a bigger quest line in the port. Like, I want to see big city quest lines. That would be cool. Where you just quest in the city, like Suramar. You know, Barons still's got the crack, but maybe North Barons is turning a lot more green. You know, you have this part in Durotar turning a lot more green too. You know, meanwhile South Barons, I guess you have the green there, but have this be Quilboar Town, man, Quilboar City. All right, and the ogres come out from here fighting dragon remnants and all that. Maybe we get a rebuilt there more. Maybe the Alliance just leave it for what it is. You know, or it's just like a cordon off post. The ogres don't touch it. The Horde don't touch it. Leave it alone. Maybe we get a little Alkaz Island action. You know. Mulgore, maybe we have some more Quilboar stuff again. Maybe it changes. Maybe it's more versus the Venture Co. mine through the whole zone. Because they're trying to get the resources. Alright. 1,000 Needles. People are saying get the water out. I say, I don't know how you do that. But, maybe we should get the water out of Fairless. Alright, maybe soak back into the soil. Maybe get some more green there. Dire Maul still wrecked. But have these ogres be bad. Maybe put the island over here. Feather Moon Stronghold, rebuilt. The Night Elves deserve that too. You know, maybe it's more Silithid stuff over there. I think we can do some more stuff with 1,000 Needles. Maybe the Grim Totem actually joined the Horde. Because Magatha is gone. And we actually helped the Grim Totem here. Alright, and then we got the boat stuff. I like the boat questline here. So, I don't see how we fix that and drain it. But maybe we see the water cleaned up at least a bit of debris. You know, more Quilboar stuff. Because you'd be able to fly over here. Now, for Tanaris, y'all already know what I want in Tanaris. Gadget Zan rebuilt. This water, this here, can be cleaned up. I feel like the goblins could solve this problem. They take sand and start throwing it into the water area and rebuild it. We get big Gadget Zan. Guess what? The Fraki trolls, rebuilding. Because guess what? They said, we'll join the Horde too. The Zandalaria there, we'll join. We'll help get rebuilt. Zul'Farrak, more Horde Town. Alright. Got Caverns of Time stuff. You got a lot of stuff you can do in the zone. Ungoro. There's not much you can do with Ungoro, but maybe we start seeing some of the cool Titan stuff going on that we've heard about. Maybe this is the crater that something was talking about in a new book. Silithus, you got a lot to do in. Maybe allow Anchorage to be quested in again. Or not quested in again, but quested in as like a full zone. You know, we'd have Uldum to go into. Imagine seeing Uldum after all the stuff we did at the Cradle. So this would start, you would see more jungle here. Alright, maybe not more jungle here, but maybe this whole area is starting to be rebuilt. Orsis, rebuilt. You know, we get quests with the Tol'vir, help them out. You know, the Lost City of Tol'vir is now nice. They don't have to hide up at Ramken or whatnot. I think it would be good. Now, I talked about the revamps in the zone, and in the next video, I'm going to reference what I talked about in this video, because this one's already going on long, okay? Because I was literally going over every zone. And yeah, I would, like I said, I would like to be able to fly over here. Give the Draenei a new zone. What is happening to the Draenei after all this stuff? What is happening? Maybe we start to see Azure Mist Island should literally be built up fully for the Draenei. It's no longer a crash site. It's a home. Alright? But what else? I did mention Northrend, maybe a little stuff in Northrend, but we're already capped out on zones for the most part. But what else? You may be thinking, okay, you gave me a ton of zones. I can level in all these zones. Some of these ideas sound cool. Some of these, I don't even know what you're talking about. Alright? I've given you a world revamp. Tons of customizations. Class halls back. Archaeology. Housing. All this stuff. But where are the dungeons and the raids? Well, here's the interesting thing. Where's the big bad? What is the big bad? Now, I have another title of this expansion as we get into it, and then you'll realize why I'm where I'm at. I call this World of Warcraft Lords of Dread. Alright? And that's because we'd have our first raid. You know, we'd hear about the Scarlet Resurgent, the Scarlet Reforged, the Scarlet Reborn. Alright? We're like, the undead did a stuff here, but it's like popping off up here. Maybe it's back at Scarlet Monastery. Maybe it's in Hearthglen. Maybe the Scarlet Crusade took over all this area, and that's one of the things the Horde quests with. You know, maybe it's over here. Maybe since Acheris left, the Scarlet's rebuilt the Scarlet Enclave. Alright, I feel like that'd be too close to the Paladin Order Hall. But you can pretty much have this whole zone right here pretty much be Scarlet controlled. Alright, maybe a side dungeon. But then we go into the Scarlet Raid. Because my first raid of this expansion would be the Scarlet Reborn Raid. Alright? And you'd fight down these Scarlets, kill all these bosses. You got... It'd be pretty much... You'd be fighting humans, maybe a weird abomination creature because the Scarlet's doing something, and you'd get to the end of the raid and be like, dang, that's it? Scarlet Crusade? Alright, I'm killing the last boss. I'm not going to say only in Mythic, but this would be an interesting idea. But you start to kill the boss, alright. You hit phase 3. Alright, it's just the new leader of the Scarlet Crusade. Oh my god, it's a Dreadlord. And guess who is back? Mal'Ganis. He's eternal. He's a turtle. But yeah, Mal'Ganis is back. And we beat him. And just as we beat him, he says, "Lol, you beat me. You found out that I was taking over the Scarlet Crusade. Big surprise. But you know what? Other leaders..." Oh, no. Maybe we find it on his person because he doesn't out. But he essentially is like, "The Dreadlords are back. And you may not know where they're at. But they're in your houses, creeping." And then that gets the player adventure to be like, "What? The Dreadlords are here?" And that's all we get left with. The Dreadlords are back, and they've infiltrated. The Nathrius is back, and it's like, okay, where do we go from here? What? It's like, alright. And then it starts the guessing game. And this would be cool for a bit, where people are like, who in the Alliance is a who in the Horde is a Dreadlord? Be like, oh my god, this character was away, and then they came back. Could they be a Dreadlord? Anduin's back. Is he a Dreadlord? Malfurion went to the Shadowlands, came back. Is that our Malfurion, or is it a Dreadlord? Beware the eyes of green. You know? We'd have that happening in the Horde, too. Did a Horde leader go away? Who came back? Is Gayara a Dreadlord? Is Lothamar a Dreadlord? Is Thalrissa a Dreadlord? Is Talanji a Dreadlord? These would be the questions I would love to have people wondering. And maybe we could have this turn into a new war. Maybe it's like a secret invasion. That's kind of how I designed it to be, because I would want people to be guessing who on the Horde and who on the Alliance is a Dreadlord. Is Draena finally a Dreadlord? Dun dun dun. You know, I had a few that I would think would be a Dreadlord. I think a Malfurion switcheroo in the Shadowlands as a Dreadlord could be like a big deal. I wouldn't necessarily want to kill the people that are Dreadlords. Essentially, maybe have them... Maybe they need them still, so they hold the body back. You know, depending if they're powerful people. Denathrius is like keeping them as trophies as like a collector. Oh my god. Yeah, people would be guessing, is Thrall Dreadlord? He left to go to Outland. Is he a Dreadlord? You know, stuff like that. Is what's her name? Callie a Dreadlord? Is Lillian a Dreadlord now? Did she get taken? And we'd have the time skip, and then you'd be going through the new zones, and I would love it if the new zones would kind of hint towards random people, and people would be guessing the whole time, like, on this zone, I saw this person do that weird. Could they be? Is Rexar a Dreadlord? Dun dun dun. You know? I can't really decide who I'd put a Dreadlord as, but I think you could spin it as either a secret invasion, or the Dreadlords orchestrate a new war, and it's the Horde and Alliance kind of fighting, but it's because of this who's who. Why did that leader attack them? Are they a Dreadlord? Are they trying to start something? Maybe some conflict comes from that. You know? I'm not preferring a war storyline. I more like the secret invasion, and we start getting raids in random locations. Maybe we have to have a siege of Stormwind, because Illyria or Torellian are a Dreadlord. Or Anduin was replaced by a Dreadlord, and he was captured again for the millionth time. You know, all these questions. Now, this one went on super long already, because I did go through every zone. I will reference this one is in regards to zones in my next video, because my next video is a revamp too, but I add zones, and you'll see how when I talk about it. And about the next one, I've had this written up for months. You know, I'll do my little teaser. Alright. But this one has been written up for months. Remember that. It's not that I took some new info and added it. I did add one new thing, but the next one I've been cooking up for a while. It's going to be really good. This one dragged on, but a lot of the revamped world stuff I will mention in my next one, because I also want a revamp in the next one that I do, which will be next Sunday. And that one would be good. If you like this Dreadlord Secret Invasion style expansion, cool. I don't think it's likely, but I do think that would be an interesting spin on an expansion, and I like the idea of order halls back, housing, and all that stuff, and seeing how the world would be afterwards. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.